Hey guys, welcome to what are we? This is the Team Hocus Pocus Monday Zoom. Couple of things I want to touch on and then kind of want your feedback on it. Can everybody here raise your hand if you are with an accountability partner for the 2x2x2 push, 90-day push? Okay. Wait, well, I'm losing people. Okay, Becky's on, Becky's in it. All right, so Jen Baker and Melinda. I know Christy. Okay, everybody else has a partner. Okay, so it's not too late to jump in on it if you want to. Ayana, you're partnered with somebody, aren't you? Are you partnered with some? Yeah. So it's not too late to jump in. There's still people looking for partners. So if you guys decide that you want to be a part of that, then just go respond to the post in Pure Energy, and you can probably just kind of tag Holly in it if you're interested in doing it. I think it's going to be good. But I also need to say that this is like, if you're going to commit to this, you're going to do it, you got to be consistent with it. You can't let each other off the hook. That's the whole point of being an accountability partner, right? And so you can't just be like, yo, girl, I can't talk today. Can we talk tomorrow? Because literally these phone calls could take 5 or 10 minutes. They don't have to be 30 minutes or an hour long phone calls. They just need to be like, yo, I'm checking in. Yes, this is who I've talked to, and just kind of, does that make sense? Like, don't make it more than it has to be, right? And don't make it overwhelming, because what you're confirming is that you're following up with 2 people a day, you're reaching out to 2 people in the business a day, and that you are getting on 2 face-to-face, either meeting someone at the water cooler, meeting them for coffee, or doing some kind of day 3, day 9 Inspire call twice a week. That's not twice a day. I just need everybody to know that 2x2x2 doesn't mean every day for the video stuff. That's not possible for all of us. We can't, and we're not going to put that expectation, but so it doesn't take long.
So in the, just clarifying on that, so the in-person video calls don't always have to be about the business. It can be, like I said, a day 9 or whatever, or is it?
Well, yeah, but a day 9 call should include about the business, and a day 3 call should include about the business, right? You want to plant those little seeds, right? So it can definitely talk about the business. Yeah. I mean, and it's not like, hey, do you want to be a distributor? But it's like, here's my 30-second, business story. And I don't know if anybody's been working on the one. I think I put it in Hocus Pocus, but I'd love to see some of y'all's, the story brand stuff and the X brand partner that we were talking about. And we talked about, like, when people ask you, what do you do? What do you say? And mine says, I help ordinary people like me transform their lives so they don't have to be miserable or broke anymore. We all deserve to enjoy a life full of things that we love. So when somebody asks me what I do, I'm not going to say I'm a health and wellness coach, right? Because people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear about you. They want to hear what you can do for them. Make sense? Yeah, for sure. Okay. So I would love to see those as you guys are getting those out and figuring out your pieces to that. And I'm also going to share something that Christine put in her chat today that can help you break those things down, so you can try to figure out what exactly you want to say and what it is that you do. You want to have, you want to have a character, you want to have a hero, you want to have, just like the story brand stuff, there's parts and pieces to it, right? You need the villain in there. You need the hero, you need the guide, all those things. Can Anybody have theirs that they want to share? All right, that's okay. I'm still working on mine. I'm still perfecting it, but that's what I have so far. All right. I'm going live in the Singular Distributor community page on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Central with Helaman. He called and asked me, since I was on the leaderboard for the most new quick starts last month. So I'm excited about that. If you guys can pop in there and cheer it on, that would be awesome to see the team just like, you know, pop in and be like, woohoo, you know, whatever. Cheering people on is a really big part of this. And I think you guys are doing a really fantastic job of that in Hocus Pocus. And I want to say thank you for that. Thank you to all of you for that, because it takes all of us to help each other, right? And to make each other feel good and cheer each other on. I think that's part of being a team. You know, some of us got to spend some time together at a Super Bowl party last night, which was cool. You guys are like family, right? We all get to know each other. We all figure out that we're just kind of family, and it works. Tomorrow, does anybody have customers in Canada? Does anybody know people in Canada? Okay, yes, Heidi, was that you? Okay. Are you
My accountability partner's from Canada. She was telling me all about it.
okay?
It's
Cool.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. So Heidi, are you aware what drops in Canada tomorrow?
Yeah, I have a former customer in Canada, so I sent her the information.
Okay, cool. So what's happening tomorrow is, for a while, it's harder for our products to get approved in Canada than it is in the US. So tomorrow, Canada, all their kits switch over because they still actually had the Ultimate and the Ignite system and the like the core system. Okay, so now they're being switched over. They're going to have the same kits as us, the X Advance, X Plus, X Bundle, all that good stuff. And anyone that is Canadian, anyone, so it doesn't just have to be a new enrollment, anyone that's Canadian, they'll sign up, whatever they sign up with an Ultimate, X Advance, X Plus, X Bundle, they get free trim sticks, free fruit punch trim sticks with their order. So Canada, this is a big deal for Canada because they've been waiting on this. They're about, gosh, Heidi, are they like a year behind us? When did we change kits? We changed over, I don't remember when it was. It
was just
October.
after they released collagen.
Yeah, so it's been a long minute since Canada's been chomping at the bit to get this stuff. So go make some Canadian friends. I mean, why not, right? All right. Anybody have any questions about anything that's happening? I know it seemed like it was like a whole bunch of stuff at one time, all the X brand stuff and all the training and all the craziness. And then now it's like pump the brakes, right? So does everybody feel like they have had a minute to catch up on some things? And are there questions? Are you not sure where to go? Like, this is a great time to ask. And Becky said she knows people in Canada. All right, no questions. Everybody knows everything and what they're supposed to do and where they're supposed to be and be do me. Yeah. All right. Is everybody totally committing to this accountability partner thing? Do you think it'll make a difference? Yeah, I think so too. And I think it's interesting because I think it'll be really cool to not let other people down. Where's Tamara May? Where's she? I don't know where she's at tonight. Maybe Ronnie took her to Valentine's. I wanted her to share about I wanted her to share about her director's trip. Where is she?
I do have a question. Is this accountability partner, have you guys done this in the past?
I don't think to this extent. There have been accountability partners that we've done, and I don't think it was taken as seriously, maybe.
Mhm.
No, I don't know. I think that Becky could probably speak to that a little bit better. Who all has had accountability partners in the past with somebody that they've worked with one-on-one besides Becky? Because I know her video's off, so she's probably doing her. Okay. Was that your only question, Noka?
Yeah, I was just gonna, see, if you've done, this is done in the past and what were the results, and the outcome. So,
Well, I think that it's so. Ugh. So it's hard for me to hold, it's hard for our friends to hold us accountable, right? And when I get close to you guys, the accountability part gets hard because there are people that don't want to be held accountable. They don't want it to feel like a job, right? But if they're being held accountable to their peer, it's not as scary as being held accountable to your upline. Does that make sense? Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, because I'm not your boss. Like, you're either
Right.
going to do this or you're not. I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to drag you. I'm not going to make you, right? I'm just going to try to better you. That's what I'm here for.
Mhm.
And encourage you. But I think when it's peer to peer, there's less pressure and it becomes more of a fun little competition between the two of you, to like, okay, like, I'm not fixing to tell her that I didn't do what I'm going to do because I know she's going to do what she's supposed to do today, right? And you don't want to let each other down. So, and then I'm looking at Julie and she's probably thinking, oh God, I'm your accountability partner. But I mean, listen, I'm not mean. And what I'm excited about being able to work with you, Julie, is you and I don't work one-on-one, right? You're like 5 levels for me. So this gives us an opportunity. This gives me an opportunity to help raise you up in the team, right? So I think it's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Scared, totally scared.
I mean,
Because there's days when I'm so like worried right now that I'm going to drop the ball on something. I feel like I have so many things, even just with Singular, that's happening, like trying to coach my new people through their jump starts, trying to coach my new distributor and coach her people and help her learn how to, make sales and stuff like there's just seemed like there's so many things and I'm afraid I'm going to drop the ball.
well, we definitely have new enrollments rather than making sales, because a sale doesn't put a human being
Right.
behind it.
New.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So my thing with that is get used to it. There is no such thing as balance in this. There is no such thing as balance in life. You just have to fit it in where you can. The thing to do is make sure you have a checklist. That's my best advice. If you're not using a follow-up system like Teamsy, you should get it now. Like,
Okay.
And get started. Because how many people use Teamsy? How many people freaking love it and it just tells them what to do every day and they don't have to think about who they're supposed to follow up with. Does that help, Julie?
Teamsy, I've never seen it before.
Okay, well, get with your upline and have her
Okay.
show you that, because that's something she should definitely show you.
Okay.
How to get hooked up with that. And there's also, if you look in boards under business resources, there's a tab for Teamsy.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff that it is. And that will help your type A OCD as a teacher stay organized. And then you won't feel like you're all over the place because you'll have something specific. Anybody have any, like, what's their favorite part about Teamsy or what it helps them? Heidi, what do you think?
It just depends on how you use it. If you, like lately I've been, after I send out a birthday message, I send myself a reminder to do a follow-up a week later to invite them to the testimony page.
Mhm.
And then a couple months after that, just a random comment or reach out, because I was kind of running out of people to invite. Like, I used to have a system and then I blew through that and I just kind of ran out of people, you know, to check with. And so I think, yeah, that's just kind of, it just keeps your funnel filled, and
Yeah.
you don't forget about people, like when they're on their 8 days, or after you've reached out to them once and you don't hear from them again, it reminds you to follow up. You know, if you set yourself a follow-up, it'll remind you to check in with them again, so you don't just forget about them.
Yeah, that's what I love about it, is I don't have to lay in bed at night going, okay, who do I need to follow up with tomorrow? What do I need to do tomorrow? Who do I need to? And I just pull up Teamsy. It tells me, here's the 43 people that you need to follow up with today. Like, it's crazy sometimes. I do keep a little cheat sheet though, just for some of you, and I don't know if some of you do that or not, but I do keep a little cheat sheet on my notes app that just shows like specific people and what day they're on, because of the simple fact that those are the first people I'm going to touch in the morning, and I may not get to my Teamsy until a little bit later that morning. And I want to make sure those people have what they need before their day starts. Right. So that's kind of, I don't know if anybody else does that or uses that. All right. Anybody?
Can I say something about that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I keep the cheat sheet because Allison has shared me with me as well. And so that is the first thing I look at in the morning, right before I'm getting ready, is that I have one that says 8 days, and then I have one that says post jump starts. And I just go down both of those lists before I do anything else. And that way I know that they're done for, you know, at least the things that I really have to get out immediately. So that really helps. Even doing Teamsy as well, but that is the first thing I do.
Yeah, I'm all about that. I'm all about that little cheat sheet. For sure. For sure. I mean, the old school way, we used to write it all down. Like the stack of papers. I showed Ashley. Ashley, didn't I show you that when you were here that day? It's like a stack of papers like that thick of like daily checklists. Look, I'm going to show you that right here. And I'm showing you because it's fun.
It has a whole drawer full. Yeah.
That's like daily checklists of like people's names and stuff. And then I used to have the kids go through, I'd pay the kids $20 to go through like all of them and write down names that weren't like duplicate names. And then I'd have a whole new list of people to follow up with. Like, listen, Teamsy is way better than that. I could, because I don't have to carry Teamsy in a notebook around with me, you know? So everything's like nice and neat in my little phone. Yeah, that's, and I saved all of these. The first one I ever wrote was June 21st of 2017. Mhm. Christy Wolbers, Stacy Wright is on your team. And I reached out to her today and asked her, you know, how things are going and things like that. Y'all know I reach out down to the teams all the time, to different people, right, all over the team. And I gave her, she said, yeah, I'm doing this and this. And I gave her Cora Hoffman's post about the little power hour in hot pink under daily IPAs. So can you follow up with her on that and just see if she needs help with it? Because she said she had never seen it.
Of course. And yes, it's been put in my team chat, but perhaps it was skipped. So I'd be more than happy to reinforce that.
Thank you so much. I had someone tell me one time, if what you're doing isn't working, do more or do it twice. You know? So like that checklist, I remember talking to Jessie Pitcock, who was an executive, and she said, I said, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I'm checking in with all these people and nothing's happening, nothing's moving. What do I do? And she said, do it twice. I said, do what twice? She said, the checklist. Do it twice. So if you're using Teamsy and nothing's happening, nothing's moving, maybe you should double your circles that you fill, that it tells you, or maybe you should increase your reach outs or your, you know, all that stuff. but do more, do twice as many it says as it says it to do if you're struggling with how to do it. I know Jen Baker and I talked a little bit about Teamsy too. I'm excited about getting that set up. All right. I don't want to keep y'all longer than we have to. Any questions on anything else that helps or that can help or?
I have a question, or probably more of a struggle,
Okay.
misunderstanding. I don't know. Okay, so we had the Zoom, the social selling Zoom, and I don't remember his name. I didn't write it down.
Bob Heelig.
Bob, yep.
Bob.
And he was really focusing on just sharing more of yourself and not so much of your product and your business.
Mhm.
So we're kind of, he's trying to gear us away from, you know, the hard sell, the call to action, that kind of stuff. And now we're supposed to reach out to 2 new prospects every day about the business. And I can't wrap my head around it because it still feels like it's cold messaging.
Okay.
And I don't know what to send or who to send it to.
Okay. So that's fair. You know how you do your birthday messages and you set those follow-ups for the birthday people?
Yes.
Where are my notes? Holy manoli. Hold on just a second. I need to get my shiznit together for a second, y'all, because I didn't know I was going to need these notes. So something that I do that has been really helpful is I set that follow-up, like after I send them the birthday message, if someone responds to me, because my birthday message says, hey, happy birthday, so-and-so. Like I send a funny birthday gift. It says, happy birthday, happy birthday, Heidi. Do you have anything fun planned to celebrate? Right. And if they say thank you, then I just say you're welcome and I move on. But if they say, oh yeah, we're going to go to the dinner and I'm going to dinner with my kids and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, awesome. That sounds like a perfect birthday to me. Enjoy your special day. You deserve it. Right. And they're like, oh, thanks so much. I'm going to set a follow-up for that person because they've responded to me. Right.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go set follow-ups for like 2 weeks, like one each week. And I'm going to go comment on their Facebook wall. I'm going to go like comment on their posts and stuff. Right. So they're starting to see my
Yep.
name pop up. And then about the third follow-up with them, I'm going to send a message, or maybe I see something on their stories that I comment in the messenger or something. But eventually I'm going to send a message that says, hey, good morning. I know we've talked back and forth on Messenger, but I don't know if I've ever shared with you what I do. Would it be okay with you? Would it be okay if I shared my story with you? And I've gotten, and that's a business reach out, Heidi. I mean,
Okay.
that's totally a business reach out. Like, I just want to share my story with you, because your story that you share should include your weight loss success and your business success. And I can send you exactly how I can send it in the chat in Hocus Pocus, exactly how I have it laid out for you guys to see. And then I've started some really great conversations with people and gotten new enrollments that way. So I think I don't think that's not a call to action or a hard sale or anything like that. I am very much on the Bob Heelig side of things than I am the ex-brand partner side of things, right? I understand we need to bring people in the business, but I also understand that there's human beings behind all of this. And if we forget the human aspect and the human touch, then we're going to be in the same boat in 2 years that we're in right now. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So I think you just need to what does your heart tell you, right? What does your heart tell you? What do you want? Because this is your business, right? You own this. This is your business to do it however you want. What does your heart tell you?
So the way I took it was, yeah, we're doing the brand partner thing right now, but you are your business.
Yeah.
Does that kind of make sense?
Mhm.
So you're gonna tell your story and you're gonna tell what you've gone through and the why you're doing this, and that's directing it towards the business.
Yeah, and I think that the content that you post, like Bob Hewitt was saying, content creates conversations. Um, and that's like where you should be doing, he still uses the word selling, but I hate it, but not on your Facebook wall so much. Like talk about the products. You could show a picture of the product in your hand and say, because of this, I was able to get up today and I was able to do all the things with my kids that I needed to do. Right. That's not selling on your page. That's talking about something that's affected you, that's going to speak to other people. Right. Now, if you post a bottle of Zing and say, hey, come buy this from me, that's different. Right. So I think what they're trying to say is create the content on your page that's going to make someone reach out to you and start a conversation with you. Hey, what are you talking about on your page? You know, and I like the stuff that they talked about of, you know, people that you see that like stuff. Maybe they're not brave enough to say anything on your post, but they like it. So go message them and say, hey, I noticed that you liked my post. Was there something in particular that you liked about it? That's another great way to start a conversation, right? You got to be brave. You are your ideal prospect, but you got to go back from where you started, create content based on the person you used to be. And this was a big conversation when we were at the Stein Erikson a couple months ago, and we were in the room with all the executives and above. It was like Ursula was talking about how we need to go after the big people. We need to be able to talk about money. We need to be able to talk about millions of dollars and things like that, and the potential that you can earn here. And Robin Packer turned around and said, Ursula, if you had ever told me, started talking to me about millions of dollars, I would have never joined this company, because I would never have thought it could be someone like me. But when you talk for single mama to single mama about a couple of $100 extra a month, that's where you pulled me in, you know? And so you got to put yourself back where you used to be. And I loved the story that he shared about the $56 check. Do you remember that part, Heidi? And I think that, you know, what that first payment that you got from Singular, what did that do for you? It gave you hope, right? So talk about that. Talk about those stuff. What else did he say? Listen, I watched that and I went in with like 7 pages of notes and read all the notes to Danny. And he was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, why? And he's like, because you've never been that excited off after a Zoom and come and read all the notes to me. And I was like, no, I totally dig this guy. And I like what he's putting down. So if you haven't watched it, Danny actually took the time and screen recorded the whole thing. And it is in trainings under business resources in boards. And it is, I mean, watch it, listen to it, put it in your, put it on your phone in your car on a drive and just listen. That's the kind of stuff you need to listen to over and over and over, right? That's really good. Connect with people around their problem and build trust. Bring more of yourself into the content. And I know it's scary, but if you're not being vulnerable, you're just hiding behind the product. And people don't want to buy the product. They want to buy you. They want what Noka has. They want what Noka's feeling. And I get on here and I look at Noka and I see her, and every freaking week she's thinner and thinner. And it's so cool to be a part of that, to watch you guys transform your whole lives. I mean, Jen, same way. Ayana, same way. Ashley, same way. Melissa, same way. All my newbies. right? I mean, and all of y'all that have been here through the years watching y'all transform, it's freaking incredible. I mean, have y'all seen Julie's before becoming picture? Because it's freaking amazing. Amazing. So, there was something else that he said. Don't say join my team. Don't make the pitch. Say, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I don't know. It was just people don't care about you. They care about what you can do for them. Your story is not for you. I mean, if you go to somebody's website, why are you on their website? Because you're trying to solve a problem for yourself, right? You're not there for them. You're trying to figure out something for you. So remember that, you know, and I would love to see, you know, I did the little X brand partner picture. Ayana did one. Ayana, have you shared that in Hocus Pocus yet? Okay, so, okay, yeah, let's make sure you share it.
I'm gonna post it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, and whoever wants the link to that and I cannot teach you Canva. You're gonna have to figure it out in GTS. Google that shit. Okay, but I'm happy to send you the link so you can make one of your own. It's really not that difficult. If you can work Word, you can probably work Canva. But I mean, y'all, how cool would it be if we could just post these little stories out places? You know, make a reel of them. Make a little flip book of them. You know, I mean, we can do a lot of stuff with those. So if you guys will start working on building those, that'd be awesome. Everybody has a story to share. Everyone that's received one single check from Singular has a story to share, because that check helped you pay for something that you couldn't pay for previous. You know, whoop, whoop, I go get my toasted. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. All right, so if you haven't watched Bob Helig, watch Bob Helig. If you haven't up on stuff, go for it. Y'all are amazing. Keep shrinking, keep growing, all of that stuff. And if you ever need anything, y'all know where to find me. Okay. Sierra, did you get everything set? I guess Jared got in touch with Shay.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. He said he was going to be there and I haven't heard anything back. So I can double check with him and make sure all is good.
Yeah, can you just double check? That'd be greatness.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, I'll double check with him.
All right, cool. All right. I'm sorry I kept y'all longer, but that was actually some really good questions. Heidi, did that answer your question at all?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Okay, good. Yeah, because Danny and I were talking about the same thing, because a confused distributor does nothing, right? And then we hear all this
That's where I was.
Yeah, so you hear all the X brand stuff, and then you go to regionals and you hear all the stuff at regionals, and then you have Bob Helig, and then you gotta find that yourself in the middle somewhere and pull the pieces. I think the best thing is you pull the good stuff that resonated with you out of those things, and that's what you do for your business. It takes a million different people and a million different kinds of people to reach a million different kinds of people. If Heidi and Ayana were the same, this wouldn't work. If we were all the same, this wouldn't work. Right? So we got to pull the pieces that work for us. Okay. I love you guys. Hey, listen, can we get some quick start bonusers, please? Because they get $300 this month and we need to grow. Okay, we need to get some new enrollments. Everybody needs to be doing the follow-ups, reaching out to people, checking in on people. I sent a message out to all my old customers, all my customers that ordered last month. I sent a message to every single one of them, asking them to either post on their wall about what they love about Singular and tag me, or invite all their friends to help yourself. because this business is word of mouth and small businesses are struggling. Right? And I need your help. That's what I put out there. So, somebody tell me what all I need to share in Help Yourself. I mean, in Hocus Pocus. Do y'all remember? I said I would put.
For me, you're gonna post what you send after birthdays.
Okay.
And you're gonna share the link to make that.
Oh, the link to make the Canva.
Mm-hmm.
And then Heidi, I think it's in boards what I do. But I'm going to double check that. And if it is, then I will direct you. I'll direct everybody to where it is in boards. And then I was going to share what I put in my story, what I share in my story to people for that birthday. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Everybody that wasn't on here is going to be like, what is all of this? But y'all will know what's going on. All right. Anything else?
I know this is gonna sound funny, but it's really helped me to get out of my comfort zone with my phone being broken. So I actually have to talk to people. So it's been a really good week so far. So
She's been sending voice messages to everybody. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to y'all later. Peace out, homie. See you around.
Thank you.
You're welcome.